There we go. Now we are live on YouTube and there's audio for YouTube as well. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay over there on Instagram? I streamed with a mic last time, and people told me it sounded a little weird every now and again. So I want to make sure that that isn't happening this time. Also get my webcam kind of put in a nice spot. That looks good because now you guys can see, kind of. You guys can see my cat back there. Very exciting. I sound good to you? That's good. That is good. Also trying to make sure that my mic for YouTube isn't in a really weird spot, because that would be annoying for you guys. Close out of some tabs I have open on my desktop because I don't need them open. And time to, I guess, tell everyone in the server that we're live. How's y'all's afternoon going? There we go. It's going all right. How's work been? I know that's always fun. Work stuff, which is what I'm doing right now, working. And I'm working with you guys though, so it's fun. I have a couple things on my to-do list to do. With my mic being so low on my desk, I wonder if that's gonna pick up on YouTube a lot more with being really loud. I have maybe started the second draft of book 2 of Prince. You might be wondering, Xans, didn't you say that you were still working on the first draft? I've maybe realized that there's a lot of, not like issues with it. I had an outline and I had outlined the entire book, and I didn't think it was gonna be, I was thinking it was gonna be enough content, that I might have to trim a little bit down or I might have to add some content, but I wasn't even halfway. I was maybe just over halfway finished with my outline, and the word count was already astronomical. It was for a first draft, for a rough first draft where I'm writing chapters that are maybe 1,000 words, maybe 1,500 words, which sounds like a lot, but my chapters tend to lean more toward 2,500 words. Pushing 3K sometimes. Sometimes I'll have shorter chapters that are around 1,000 to 1,500. But these were like bare minimum, bare bones, detailed chapters. And the book was already, it was too long. So I realized I needed to take a step back and look at my outline again and figure out what actually needs to be kept. and how I can streamline things a little bit better. Yeah, so it doesn't technically matter what your word count is for the first draft, but I was looking at the draft and realizing with the outline I had that it was too complicated. I was thinking like, oh, this interaction and stuff is going to take one chapter. Like, I'm going to be able to get through this in one chapter, and it was lasting 3. Oh, we're only going to be in this area for 3 chapters. It ended up almost being an entire arc. And I was like, this is too much. It's too long already. I had too much content planned out for the book. I needed to trim down the fat. I didn't think it was fatty, you know, but like any good brisket, you can't keep the entirety of the fat cap on it when you're roasting. I do not want to have to make a 3rd book. In my thinking, if I were to turn Prince into a trilogy, 1, I'd have to come up with another book title. I'd have to come up with a new title for book 2. I don't want to do that. And I think the plot would suffer if I made it a trilogy rather than a duology. I think it would be very sluggish feeling. So I want to try and condense down first and streamline the plotting, move some things around, rearrange some stuff, see if that helps first, because Prince is already very long. It's almost 130,000 words. And while that's good, that's pretty average for adult fantasy, maybe a little bit on the longer side for a debut, it makes it expensive to print. So I had been making, let's say, $3 to $4 every copy sold of Prince. When I did my reprint, I upped the font size. It added about 100 pages to the manuscript. If you watched my last YouTube video, you'll hear all about that. But because it added 100 pages and the book is now almost 500 pages long, it means that it costs more to print. So I make half of what I used to on physical copies of print, sold outside of my website. If you buy directly from nightshadepublishing.com/shop, like if you buy directly through me and not through someone like Barnes & Noble or Amazon, things like that, I make more because you cut out the middleman. That is only currently available in the US, which bites. I hope that Ingram will be able to do more things with their manufacturing so that I could sell books directly to people in, across the world, not just in the US. I can see your comments over there. I have my old phone. It's at 38%. Trying to be able to see comments. I wonder if I click on the live here. Okay, I can see the live here on my desktop, but it's gonna take me from the very beginning, so that's not gonna be good. Alright, let me see what you said. Take out all the hand holding and flirting. Are you kidding me? There's no holding hands in this book. It's not yet. Not that I've written yet. But interesting. I opened up Instagram on my desktop and now I'm looking at things. Hey Hawk, good to see ya. If you guys look real carefully, you can see my curled up cat right here in his window. He's a cutie. an artist I like shared a post from another artist who's opened up emergency commissions because their tablet isn't doing well. Ooh, and they're cute. I think they're only doing one character though. I wonder if I could commission them to do two, maybe. This is a really cute art style. This is like adorable. It's, I don't know why lag happens, but also yes, hi Zilla. But yeah, so last night I was trying to sleep, and me being me, I couldn't sleep, and I started writing what could be a new first chapter for book 2. So that's what I'm doing. Also, do you guys miss having the rain on YouTube? Should I boot up some rain sounds and stuff? I need to close some windows on my desktop. It's gonna be slow. It's being the tiniest bit slow right now. Gonna close Discord as well. I could. Let me see. Let me see what I would like the sound of. I can't stream the sounds to Instagram right now because that requires me to have the audio way up, and I'm gonna start shouting at that point. And I tabled Realm Makers this last weekend, which was absolutely amazing. I need to film an entire video in and of itself about Realm Makers, and how that was. But yeah, I'm gonna mute my desktop audio real quick so I can check out these audios first. I also can't stream like super long. I need to stop around around 3 so I can go grocery shopping, because grocery shopping is something that needs to be done. Ooh, forest thunderstorm. Let's listen to this one. Let's see how this sounds. Setting up all those channels. But yeah, I might have to commission. I love doing commissions. And her art style is so cute. Let me turn that down some. I also have one here. I'm gonna put both earphones on real quick so that I can hear the overall mix. I know that sometimes I'll have things a little bit louder for you guys on YouTube. Like, you guys will ask me to turn it up. But I can do that in OBS settings. I'm trying to figure out where this bird is coming from. Probably this... Oh, that's forest morning rain. That's heavy rain. That's evening in the forest. Let's see... do that. For anyone wondering, hi Popper, tell me more about these emergency commissions. Yeah, so there's an artist on Instagram that Lola Co, who's my cover artist, for Prince. She also did the character art. Shared a fellow artist's emergency commissions. The username is scrambart, SCRAMB_art. And it looks like a one bust up character with full render would be $54.31 US. Alright, I think this level sounds good. I'm gonna turn it down for me a little bit, and then if I need to turn it up for you guys, I can do so. So, if you're on Instagram, sorry you don't get the audio. I cannot be shouting. I've just barely gotten my voice back. I need to drink some of my smoothie that I made as well. I put the rest of my coconut whipped cream on it because it was about to go bad. Technically, it said, whoa, condensation. Sniping me. It said it went bad on the 22nd, and it's the 24th. Or, like, that was its last day. So, hopefully I don't, like, give myself food poisoning by using the last of this coconut whipped cream. I love anything strawberry. Yeah, their username is SCRAMB_art. I'll put it in the chat. It's not in all caps, but say they're doing one commission at a time because they have a full-time job also, but they're trying to do because their tablet is dying or something. So their graphic tablet, they have a Wacom Mobile Studio Pro 13, doesn't work well anymore. It shuts down a lot while they're drawing. The battery and charger aren't doing well either. Can't afford a new one right now. They've had it since 2017, which is the year I graduated high school. Oh, you're still here on Instagram. That's nice too. Oh, thank you, Bopper. The coconut whipped cream was indeed bad. Oh, goodness. When did you pick up a copy? Because I did release an updated version of the book, as I have kind of mentioned here, there, and everywhere, where I fixed typos and stuff that made it through due to some real awkward, like formatting issues with Drive and everything, and not being the most amazing speller in the world, probably because I'm probably dyslexic. Let's be real. Alright, my other phone, my old phone, is charged up, so I can also have my chat open on that. It won't let me watch my own live from my own channel though. Could also be because this phone is just the slightest bit jank. It's pretty, it's not doing well. I will be missed, thank you. I'll miss you guys too. Makes me sad. Alright, okay, so I had some comments. Okay. Hi, Taki! Yes, so we're doing some progress on book 2. Yes, that's right. You're right. I consistently forget that your username on YouTube is Bopper, but you're Jonas. Yes, so the progress we've done on book 2 is that last night when I could not sleep, I started rewriting the first chapter in a new document on my phone, like 1:30 in the morning because I did not feel well. And I wrote around 1,200 words, which I think is really nice. I'm not sold on how I ended it because, again, it was like 1 something in the morning, but I like it. So one thing I was talking about earlier is that my outline, I think, it was too much. I thought that what I had would be just enough for the book, but it turns out it was probably way too much. But yes, getting my book 50% because of the cover and 50% because of the amazing author. Just puff up my ego just a little bit more and we'll be good. No. But yeah, now I'm looking at this artist who's doing emergency commissions online. And I'm real tempted. But they're doing bust up of one character. I wonder if they'd be open to doing 2 characters, because I would absolutely love if I could do like a cute piece of art for Hollis and Luxa. That would make me very, very, very happy. It never hurts to ask, and if anything, I could do like a really cute thing of Hollis. It's like $55. That's not the worst thing in the world. I wonder what it would be to get commercial licensing for that. I was going, no, it's okay. Because commercial licensing can cost a lot if I wanted to make prints and sell them. But yeah. I have a lot of work to get through. So maybe I'll figure that out more later. I'm gonna open up Outlook. We've been getting a lot of queries the last couple of days. Nightshade has. Have them holding it. Yes, I would love that. Oh, I've got some in my spam. Just for some reason, I'm putting Ingram in my spam. Weird. I need to... One weird thing about having queries open is that we've been getting... Ooh, red yarn, that'd be so cute. Technically, Lux's threads are emerald and Hollis's are like a lilac color, so we can do something like that. We've been getting a lot of queries, which is really cool and exciting, and a lot of them are really good. But we've also just been getting some shotgun queries where people are just sending us things. I had one person, they were saying like, I was gladdened when I came across your website and saw the list of books you published, including bestsellers. And I'm like, I wasn't aware that I made a bestseller list. Did I make New York Times? Did I make USA Today? Like, what bestseller list did I make here? Also, we didn't ask for this style, but that's okay. So part of this stream will be me just kind of chatting while I go through some queries and also doing some writing, probably. 'Cause that's how life works. This one's a novella. That could be interesting. Let's see. One of the other things that I look for when I get a query is if the author formatted their query to how we asked for it. So that's one part about submission guidelines to a lot of agents or small presses. When they have their submission guidelines, you would freak out if I ended up. So the New York Times bestseller list is actually a curated list. Someone on YouTube, Zilla, commented that I would freak out if I ended up on the New York Times list. The New York Times bestseller list for books is actually a curated list. It's been proven time and time again. It'd still be amazing if I managed to make it on there, because, you know, some books make it on there without the kind of skeevy, scammy, trickery ways of doing it. But one thing that I really look for when people send Nightshade queries is if they included everything in the query letter that we said we wanted, if they include a one-page synopsis like we said we wanted, and then how they format their document. And this person sadly has not done that. Which, you know, this could be a really interesting story and everything like that, but what that shows me is that they aren't looking to see exactly what we wanted, and that is it doesn't look good, because agents and publishers, we set up our queries in a very specific way of what we want, what we ask for, to see if people are paying attention, which is very important. You want people to be paying attention to what you want for your submissions list. Also, I really need to get a light behind my screen somehow. Because it's dark back there. Let me respond to this email. I never really understood what New York Times is. Is it a new article? Like a news article? So, the New York Times is it's like a magazine, journal, newspaper of sorts. They do a lot of articles, essays, exclusives, different things like that. And they are considered like they're up there in the world of like American publishings for the type of publication that it is, which I'm pretty sure it's just like magazine articles and essays, but not like magazine articles like ads or things like that. So they put out a list every... How often does the New York Times put out their list? Is it weekly? It is weekly, okay. So it's a weekly list, and it goes through different categories, and it takes into account of a lot of things, different sales from big box stores, sales from some indie shops that are technically a secret, like which shops they are, but some people have found out which indie shops report to the New York Times bestseller list, and they ordered like a bunch of books of their copies of their own book through them, and they made the list. And yeah, so that showed that the list is that and other things, that the list is kind of curated and not always. But that being said, it's still an amazing feat to make it onto the New York Times bestseller list, and it is still hard to make it onto the New York Times bestseller list. So don't be thinking that it's one of those things where it's like, you never know. I am eepy. But yeah, I think they might have like some kind of newsy channel as well. I need to like keep docs open, because that kind of helps illuminate my face on YouTube. My poor little hidden face on YouTube. But I've been streaming on Instagram for a little bit. Typically I start streaming on Instagram, push people over to YouTube, let them know that I'm over there. I am going to end my live on Instagram. I'm staying here, don't worry. And then we can kind of start doing some work. So thanks everyone who's on Instagram right now. Feel free to hop over onto YouTube, where we will continue streaming and continue working. And it's been a delight getting to chat with you guys over there too. Bye. Boop. Let me just grab my phone real quick, and then we can get things going. I feel like I was like angry in my thumbnail options on Instagram. That one would be funny. So what have you guys been working on recently? Instagram is weird. And now I'm distracted by notifications on my phone. Yeah, what have you guys been working on? Yes, strawberry smoothie. Anyone who knows me knows that I love strawberries. Dude, these birds be tweeting a lot. See if that helps edit it down a little bit. What do you mean, what? Oh, I asked what you guys have been working on recently. I've been blabbing this whole time about what I've been working on. also have a Zung Dum Duddy Doo stuck in my head, but just that part, you know? Wow, my phone is just vibrating a ton. Work done, you happy, fizz pop yummy. That does sound good. Oop, I sent that artist a question. A question. I also moved my mic up way higher now that I'm not on Instagram Live anymore. Sister sending me messages asking about ozone machine. I feel like I need to get more organized with my life. I need to like create a better work schedule and streaming schedule and things like that. Filming schedule. Being chronically ill, it's so hard to make schedules though, because then I feel guilty when I fall off a little bit or like miss a day, and I'm like, well, how do I catch that up? Do I disperse that through the rest of the week? Do I just shove everything down for the rest of the week? Like, making priorities and stuff like that can be difficult. But yeah, I want to stream more. Wednesdays are not going to be the best day for me to stream during the school year. The best days would actually be Tuesdays or Thursdays, most likely. Now that Hawkeye isn't streaming on those days, I feel like I'm allowed to like stream on those days. Are there days that work best for y'all? I'm curious. Between either Tuesday or Thursday for like a weekly afternoon productivity stream. Actually, I can't do Thursdays because I have. So it'd be like Tuesday. Tuesday's good for streaming with you guys, maybe. Unless my writers group switches up what day we do things on. it's just me kind of chilling with you guys, which I like. Okay, that's good. It's good to know that you're pretty easygoing. Yeah, I think once fall rolls around, I want to kind of try and put together a reliable work schedule, because I think I would really do well with that. Also, I'm really excited for fall. I don't want summer to end, and I'm really upset that it's already the end of July. When I say I'm excited for fall, I only mean like fall vibes and things like that. I thrive in the fall, honestly. I love fall so much. I can already like smell fall, you know? It is a little hard sometimes with all the cinnamony things in fall because I'm allergic to cinnamon. Or at least I have been allergic to cinnamon. I've been avoiding it like crazy. Every now and again I'll like have something that has a tiny bit of cinnamon to see how I react, because sometimes if you avoid something for long enough you can help retrain your body to not be as allergic to it. It does not work for every allergy. It does not work for every form of allergens, but it can help. So, but yo, if I can like curb my cinnamon allergy, then I could drink like apple cider, no issue. Which I think that packet apple cider I buy at Walmart doesn't bug me too much, which is nice. Ugh, but I really need to get that figured out. I'd also like to start like game streaming. I think that would be really fun. Don't really know what I'd play though. I have a ton of games on let me see if I can. Okay, good. I still, because I did this like, this was back in 2022. It's like, it was an itch.io thing where it's like if you spent $10 you got like a billion games. I need to download some of those. broach a word, like to broach an idea. I don't know. Do a poll, I guess. There we go. Got that going. Really, it's just me doing all of my admin work. Ugh, it's 87 degrees outside. Feels like 91. Yeah. That's disgusting. Oh, it's gonna be in the 90s, like the next 10 days. We love it. Gorgeous. Such happy. Okay. We'll see how things work out. What do you guys like most about summer? And then what do you guys like most about fall? I'm curious. Like in the 90s as in like the 1990s, or in the 90s temperature wise? Because it's 90s temperature wise is what I'm saying. Okay, I need to open up one of my spreadsheets. Oh. Hi Aiden. It's true, fall is typically pretty temperate. Both you want to be in the 90s as the 1990s, and you want it to be in the 90s temperature-wise. Got it. I will keep that in mind. This document. How does this look like that? There we go. Okay. I've misunderstood. Okay. You want it to be summer and fall? Is that what I misunderstood here? Ooh, that artist said that they could do 2 characters. It would just be double the price. Which that would be about $110. Which wouldn't be crazy. I just have to be smart because I know that I have the art for the book cover of Prince 2 coming up. 90-degree temps are bad. They suck so much. So they did their edits. Now I'm doing spreadsheet work for Nightshade. Did not address her edits, so I'm gonna have to send them an email. Going through for the House Built Between the Branches anthology, making sure that authors got their edits done. Edits done. I wish this showed where it had been in the document. But it looks like they went through their edits, so that's good for me. I love doing spreadsheet work. I know this person said they finished their edits, so person asked for an extension. Let me check. I don't have it in my Outlook. Do I have it on my Instagram? Why is Instagram asking me to rate it? That's weird. Don't do that, Instagram. I don't like that. I have to shoot them a message. We don't require authors to accept every single edit that we propose, but I need them to at least acknowledge edits when they've been put onto their story. Like, I need to know that they've looked at it, you know? They said they had done perfect. I know they have an extension. But she finished, so that's good. I don't know why I have that stuck in my head already. I feel like fall almost makes me think of the Lost Woods and like Ocarina of Time. Just like the entirety of the game, even though it doesn't take place in fall or things like that. Yeah. I love this poem so much. Houseboat Between the Branches, which is Nightshade's anthology that's coming out in October, kind of Halloween-ish. The fun of running your own company is having to do all the admin work, all the spreadsheets. Okay, I just have to look through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stories, and then that's done. This one everything's fine. I like formatting physical books. That's fun. I like those. I do not like formatting ebooks. Ebooks drive me crazy. Formatting ebooks drives me insane. Alright, one's done. Alright, and then I need to add Willow's phone. Yeah. All that's left is Willow. So 1, 2, 3 authors who either need an extension or who need a reminder email. It's only been a day since these things were due, so I'll give them till Friday, probably, to get back with me, or tomorrow. If they don't get back to me by tomorrow, I'll shoot them an email on Friday, be like, hey, please, get this done. My short story needs work. It needs work. Which I know, so. I'm excited for you guys to get to read the story. It's a pretty fun thing. You should write a short story. You should. Short stories are fun. I like short stories. They're a really good exercise in plotting and developing arcs in like smaller formats. And there are a lot of publishers that take short stories. I know Havoc is a big one. A lot of journals take them. Let me see if I can find some that I remember. There are a lot of publishers that like specialize in short story magazines, and that's a lot of fun. it is almost time for me to go get groceries, so I like being productive with you guys, though. I think I'll finish going through my comments on this document from my editor, and then I'm gonna bounce and go get groceries and stuff. Well, you've still got me for like a couple minutes. Okay, that's good. I'll go back and I'll finish these edits later, because these are a lot and I have a lot to rework and a lot to go through and plan and rework for this short story, because it essentially kind of feels like two stories mashed together. So I have to figure that out. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today. I know it's kind of a last minute stream. I hope to get a good streaming schedule put together soon. Like I said, I really want to get to the habit of like a real good schedule, because that would be incredibly nice for me to have. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the server. Bye!